Morning. I'm saying morning. May be the middle of a summer's day on a beautiful afternoon where you are, but it's very early morning here. It's 20 to 1 in the morning. My favourite time to work because it's quiet and there's no interruptions. And I don't kind of work in any order when it comes to TV repairs. And, you know, I've got several of my own TVs behind, waiting to be repaired. But someone's just dropped one off and I thought we'll do a quick video on this. And the reason I thought I'd do a quick video upon this is quite simply I've never come across the make before. I don't know if you can... Visitech. I've never heard of Visitech before in my life. Have you? It is a Vestel. So basically it's exactly the same as any Toshiba, Panasonic, Hitachi, Bosch, Vestel that gets spurned out of their wonderful factory. As I said before, I'm not a Vestel knocker. I think they make very good sets. And I think they're just getting better and better. But anyway, Visitech. It's very strange. I mean, I've not been in this business a long time, but I don't know anything about Visitech. I've never come across their brand on anything else before, kettles or toasters. But anyway, what's it doing? Well, when I plugged it in, first of all, it was doing absolutely nothing. And when I say nothing, I mean nothing. But you can probably see now I've got a red light flashing. I didn't have that before. Because the fuse was taken out. Which is kind of strange. Anyway, so I put a fuse in. And now what happens when you turn it on, I'm turning it on by a main switch here, not necessarily by remote control. You can possibly see red light flashing. I don't know if you can. I really hope you can. Yeah. But then nothing happens. Well, the red light goes out. Now that indicates to me that the TV is now actually on. But no backlights. That's what I'm guessing. The TV is a bit micky on the screen, but I can soon clean that up. I'll let you see the label on the back, just in case it's dusty. And it's got a hole in it. It's got an extra vent. Oh, that's where probably somebody's had it wall mounted and fell out with a screw. It does happen. Those screws can be an issue. A bit like I'm having an issue with this microphone at the moment. It's driving me mad. Everything today has driven me mad. Haha. I now think I've got the microphone sorted out. Hallelujah. Anyway, Visitech label. Sorry, I haven't got time. It's very early in the morning, so I haven't got time to use my handheld camera and edit that in later. Just thought I'd do a quick video. Normally when it's bit of corrosion on the back. Normally when it's backlights you still do see a slight picture on the screen, and I've had a good look and I don't see anything coming up on the screen. That doesn't mean it's not backlights, it's just it could be the screen's gone as well. I don't know how old this is. I would imagine it's a good 6 or 7 years old. And if it's lasted this long, if it's lasted 6 or 7 years without having a set of backlights on it, then more power to Vestel and the people that use it. They've obviously got it on a good setting. I've already taken the screws out because, as I say, when I first got the machine... Is it a machine? It is a machine. I thought it was a power board issue. I thought we were looking at diodes on the PSU. And I tested them, and they were all fine. And then I found there was no fuse in the plug. So whoever this belongs to, they've obviously thought, oh, no picture means TV is dead. And they've been playing with it. Ooh. That kind of indicates to me that someone's been in here before, because I haven't touched that. So I'm just checking screws, see if all screws are in. All screws seem to be in. Right, okay, so what I'm going to do is, and I'm not going to bore you with the details of stripping it down to nothing, but I will strip it down to nothing. A lot of people think that every Vestel 32 is the same. Very, very, very similar. Very similar. But there's always a subtle difference. There was a subtle difference in trying to get the front bezel off the screen. Everyone is slightly different. I mean, every main board is slightly different. Some you can react and change main boards. Depends on the screen. But everyone has a subtle difference, which I suppose they do on purpose. Don't know why they do it. But I suppose they have to, because if they've got Visitech buying TVs from them and Panasonic buying TVs from them, Panasonic wouldn't want Visitech to have exactly the same setup and mainboard and encoding and software, would they? Say no, Alan. Thank you. I shall be asking questions later. I'm guessing it's just the usual 2 strips of 11 LEDs, which it normally is on the VES. Oh, I didn't show you what screen was in it, did I? It's obviously a VES 315, but it wasn't the Windell 01. Oh, it was something else, so it wasn't the Windex 01. Oh, I'll find out in a second. Hang on. Just let me break this off. I'm having microphone problems. I've got one of those wraparound microphones that wraps around my neck. It's irritating me. So I've had a day today where everyone has irritated me. Everyone. From customers not turning up when they said they were turning up, to people that didn't turn up when they said they were turning up. So it is the usual 2 strips of beauty. And I was just about to cry because I haven't got much room to get into my box of LEDs, but I had a parcel arrive today with some Vestel LEDs in, so I'm going to be okay. Right, the screen. Let's have a look. Sorry, the panel. It's a VES Winday, so 315WNDA01. I don't know if I've worked on this screen before or not. Probably not. Right, shall we just test backlights first? Some people may want to moan because I haven't done the initial tests of LED circuits and the power board. But you know, done this so many times, you kind of know what the fault is. But one day I'm going to get caught out, and now you're hoping that today's the day. Today's the day that this is not... Oh, blimey. Right. Okay, I think you'll be able to see. Do the bottom strip first. Have I switched it on? Yes, I have. Well. They're all lighting. Is today's the day we find out it's the LED driver and not the backlights. I've had that happen to me on a couple of Vestels this week. Ah! Look at that, just one gone. It's not looking like it's gone on the... how bizarre. Oh yes it is, sorry. It's that one. I'll switch these lights up above. I don't know if I've disconnected the backlights from the power supply. I haven't. I better do, otherwise I will be needing a new LED driver. Right, so you may be able to see better now. Can you? You can't see the one that's gone on the screen. So I'll point it out to you. It is that one. That one there. Now I could just replace that one and the whole damn TV would come to life and everybody wouldn't, well no, everybody wouldn't be happy because the customer would be shouting at me again in a few days time, few weeks time. Right. Here we go. I always say you have to be very gentle with this, not to tear, but this one is tearing straight away. It did tear there. And tearing the reflection sheet can cause issues. Probably not so much on a deep panel like this, but on some of the newer, slimmer panels, it can. Wow. Few perforations in there. Anyway, it's off. There's a little tear, but nothing too much. So that's the one that's gone, but let me get to my box which says VESTEL 32, which I'm hoping means that in here there's lots of LEDs. But they're all linked together, so I need to just separate them. Because I only need 2 strips. I think I've got 20 strips here. Da 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 dum. Now I'm hoping this solves the issue because the TV belongs to a friend of mine. Well, it belongs to a local hospital, I believe. Maybe a patient in the local hospital, I would have thought, more than the hospital itself. And because it is one in the local hospital, I would like her to have it back working tomorrow because it's Friday night, Saturday morning, and I would imagine if you're in a hospital bed or in your room in a hospital, it's pretty depressing without your television. Right. So I only need 2 of the 20, so the other 18 strips can go back in the box. I haven't checked to see if they're all identical, but every 32-inch VESTEL, even though the screen number may be different, has the same backlights. And once again, this is where I probably get proved wrong. No, I don't. Look at that. There we go. I mean, they're not identical, the numbers don't match up, but they are meant for this set. They are meant for this screen. Now, a year or 2 ago, I just take the new ones out, just put them there. I would have been very gentle and got out a heat gun and taken my time in getting these out because I would reuse them. But now they're going straight in the bin. I mean, even though this is a working one, I'm just going to be very gentle here when it comes to the last bit so I can get it out. I broke that, but it doesn't matter. If I use my heat gun first just to soften some of the glue, it would come off easy, but they're coming off easy enough anyway. Just don't manhandle them too much, so otherwise you'll snap the edge connectors and you don't want that. So, they're out, they're in. Now, as I said earlier, I'm not 100% sure that the screen's working. We'll soon find out, won't we? I imagine it was. I hope it is. I hope the girl hasn't got to go for a new TV. Well, I hope I haven't not wasted my time doing this. Anyway, one strip in, two strips in. Just check that I've got them in okay. And I haven't. That side is a bit. That side is a bit cock-a-hoop. So I'll take this one out already. It doesn't look cock-a-hoop. Maybe I've got the. Let's have a look at that. That's better. It was cock-a-hoop. What a great word cock-a-hoop is. Who was the first person to be cock-a-hoop? Right. So they're in. Ooh. Things are falling down behind me. Let's plug the TV in and see if... I say see if. Why am I struggling to get a plug in? Why? Da, 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 da. Don't start singing, PRS, I'll have a go. Right. Okay, Visitech, are you going to shine a light for me? It's trying to come on. Yeah. All present and correct, sir. So, I was just about to say, no particular order, let's reassemble, but we have to do it in exactly the same order. But I took it off. Otherwise, that looks upside down to me, but no, it's going on. Yeah, sorry, if you don't put the reflector sheets back in correctly in the way you took them out. And the picture is a bit skew with. It's a bit cock-a-hoop. Not the the diffusers, sorry, not the reflector sheets. It is 1 o'clock in the morning, so I'm just going to check, even though I know the backlights are working, I'm just going to check that we have got an even light and there are no shadows and the backlights are on properly. Probably on screen you can't tell so much. Let me turn off the main lights. Depends which camera you're looking at. The top camera here looks quite dark, but I suppose that's because the camera itself, let me move the camera, see if that makes any difference. Oh, it does, yeah. We're getting it a bit brighter now, there you go. Not much. But the side camera here, which has got a weird angle, as you can tell, because it's making my stomach look really, and I'm not, I'm super slim and muscular. Damn those cameras. Anyway, who cares? So I'm just going to put the screen back into place. Yes, I'm using my hands, I'm not wearing gloves. It's a 32-inch old Vestel. It's not £1,000 Panasonic. And I don't leave fingerprints because I'm not human. So that's the screen back in. I'm not going to clean the screen until I see it light up. Well, I can plug the screen in now. I'm just unplugging the mains as I do this. So hopefully now we will see something come on the screen. don't know what. Oh, there being a Vestel. You don't get a welcome message. Apparently it helps if you plug it in. Right, plugging it in. I've got the red light flashing here. I don't know if you can see that. Yes, you can. The backlight should come on. Oh, we do see something. I've got... I'll just switch that off so you can see. Yeah, I've got the no signal. Fine, okay. I'll put it back together, give it a clean, and then we'll put it on a test and just see the full picture. Alrighty. What I'm going to do is, before I put the main bezel back on, I'm going to clean. There are some marks on the screen just down here. Now the bezel covers these, so you don't really see the marks, but I am just going to do the outer part of the screen with some proper cleaner. I say proper cleaner. What I mean to say is blooming expensive cleaner. How proper it is, I know. I mean, you can pick up screen cleaner in shops in town for about 50p, but these are about £10 a tin. And there are probably people in the world that say there's no difference between the 50p tin ones and the £10 tin ones. You're probably right. But I will always be that guy that buys the £10 tin one. I don't know why. It's just a work-related thing. You know, when I go shopping, if I see a bag of apples for 50p or a bag of apples for £3, I don't go for the £3 bag of apples, I go for the 50p ones. So I don't know why at work I go for the most expensive, not tools, but on certain things I do. Nuts. Anyway, I've completely cleaned that screen. Well, I've cleaned it. I'm going to put a lacquer of something on it in a second afterwards, as this belongs to a poor old lady who's in hospital, and we'll make it as good as possibly can. Not that it's going to make any difference to the picture quality, but it'll make me feel good, and that's the most important thing in life. Me feeling good. Where the flipping hell did I put the bezel? Anyway, as you can see, the bezel covers most of the bottom part. You can see that. Well, you could if I lift it up. See, the bezel covers most of that bottom part and the surrounding area. But it's where that bottom part is where all the gunk lies on a TV screen. On my screen at home, your screen at home, unless you take the bezel off on a regular basis, it will be dirty. Nothing much you can do. Right. I said I wasn't going to film me putting it back together, and I'm not. So I'm just going to pause, and then we'll plug the TV in and test it for the beautiful high definition picture quality and Dolby surround sound. Right. The machine is back together. I am calling it a machine again. There's a few marks around the side. There's a bit of paint. Oh, that's just come off. And there's a few... In fact, it's going to bug me. Just give me a second, because what I'm going to do is put a bit of foamy cleaner on my toothbrush. You can't see this on the video. I just want to see if that cleans it up. There are some real grubby marks on the bottom, which is a shame, because this is actually... I do like this design. Oh, it's cleaning it up. Lovely. It is just... Wow, okay. I do like this design. Hark at me. But it is nice. There's a little pattern on the bottom here, which I haven't seen on the Vestels before. It's normally just a matte black or shiny black finish, but there's a pattern on it. Anyway, sorry, this is not a decorating your home show. Switch it on. We know we're going to get a picture. I've plugged in a HDMI thingy thing to it. So we should get a picture. Then again, oh yes we do. pretty. I've got it on the YouTube channel, and I'm looking for the play button. There it is. Oh, and I get volume 2. Let me find a Vestel remote. So the sound works, and the picture works, and it's all good. Now, obviously, I've edited this video a little bit. We're 26 minutes into the video, but it didn't take much longer to do that. It is a 20 to 30 minute job once you've done it a few times. If you're going to attempt to do one for the very first time, good luck. Just be gentle with the screen. If you get anywhere near any electronic components, make sure the power board has been switched off, and has been for some time. But my advice is don't, because there is a risk of electrocution and death, they say. I don't think electrocution is any different to death, isn't it? Electrocution is electrocution, death. Anyway, that's enough of that. So don't do it unless you know what you're doing. Do I know what I'm doing? Probably not. But it saved it from, because this would have got thrown away. And across the country, I wonder how many are thrown away on a daily basis for something that can be fixed very quickly. And the TV should last now for quite some time. Brand new backlights. Yeah. Oh, this is the interesting bit. Let me just see if they had it set to dynamic and full backlights. So, well, yes. Look, backlights high. So I'm going to put the backlights on medium. You can have medium or low. Doesn't make any difference on the screen, but there is a difference here. I'm switching them to medium. Just make it last a bit longer. But there you are. Another one saved. Another Vistel. Vistel? Yeah, that's the same as Vestel, isn't it? I'm just looking for the stand, but I don't think it came with a stand. Did it? No, it didn't. It came in the box behind me. So another one done. Thanks for watching. Thank you for your constant support. And if you would like to donate any money, please knock on my door and pay me in £50 notes. Switching it off now. Bye-bye.